So this parsha, B'midbar, begins like so many of our parshiot begin, Vayidaber Adonai el Moshe, God speaking to Moshe, and then it changes a little. B'midbar Sinai ba'ohel moed be'echad l'chodesh hasheni b'shana hashenit l'tzeita me'eretz Mitzrayim lemor. We're given a date in this wilderness, in the wilderness of Sinai, at the Ohel Moed. We're told when, we're told where. On the first of the second month, in the second year, after the Israelites left Egypt. And then we're given a count. We're given a mitzvah, or a commandment to do. Usually God just gives us a commandment. He says, God speaks to Moshe, or to Moshe and Aharon, and saying, you will do this. But in this moment, God says, no, at this time, you will, Tu'u et rosh kol adat b'nei Yisrael lemishpachotam leveit avotam. You will count all of the children of Israel according to their houses, according to their fathers' homes, their families. And here it's a census of the men of a certain age and up in order to create an army. Israel is about to go out on their way to our land. They are about to have to defend themselves, either by a show of force or at times in war. It's not the only time we're asked to be counted. And it's not only the men of a certain age who stand up to be counted for Israel. As our parsha continues, we'll have a count of the Levi'im, those who will be in charge, instead of the firstborn of every tribe, those who will be in charge of taking care of the Mishkan, of our altar, our tabernacle. And right now, we're doing something similar. Right now, Israel is engaged in a war. And so there is a count of everyone who is of fighting age who needs to serve. But there is also a special count coming up this coming week. A count that comes every 5 years. This Thursday is the election for the World Zionist Congress here in Canada. Each country where there is a Jewish population has an election for the World Zionist Congress. It is a unique thing in the world. Israel is, of course, governed by the Knesset, by their prime minister, by the ministers, like any country has their government. But Israel is a special place. It's a place not only for its citizens who vote for the Knesset, but it is a place for every Jew in the world. And so every Jew of age 18, of voting age and above, can vote in the World Zionist Congress. The election will be here in Canada Thursday the 5th until the 15th. There are sheets in the pews in front of you. There are pages around the synagogue. And next week we will have posters. It is not just the army, thank God for them, who protect Israel. But every Jew has the ability to stand up and say, I care, and I think this is important. Merkaz Canada, Merkaz Olami, which is our Masorti representation at the Congress, is slate 4. I want to tell you a few of the things that this voting does. If you wonder whether your vote makes a difference, first I will tell you, we recently saw, we'll remind you, and those who are not from Canada, we just saw a seat flip because the vote was so close. They did a recount and discovered they'd counted wrong, and the small margin made a difference in who is in charge of that particular riding. in Israel, just for the Jewish agency, which sends shlichim all around the world, which matters how many shlichim come to Canada, how many shlichim come to our conservative synagogues, the Reform synagogues, the Orthodox synagogues, the camps, the schools, who gets what? The Jewish agency alone has a budget of $2 billion a year. And the Congress decides the allocation for 5 years. That's $10 billion that your vote gets to say, this is what's important to me. Not every slate running in this election is Zionist. When you sign up to register, you register. It takes $2 in about 2 minutes. You sign up to register and vote. You must say that you agree with the Jerusalem platform, which is the statement by the World Zionist Organization that you are a Zionist, that you care, that Israel exists as a Jewish homeland for everyone, for all of us. There are slates who are running who have recently, in the last Congress, joined because they want a piece of that money. And so on one website they say, yes, we are Zionists, and on another's website they say no. It's actually a little like the Knesset, where you have parties that exist in the Knesset that say, yes, I am Zionist. By the way, those parties participate in the World Zionist Congress. And you have parties that say, we're here as part of the government, but we are not Zionist. Jews are unique in saying we are welcoming. And Herzl had that vision that anyone who wanted to be participating could participate. Our connection to Israel is integral. Miriam this morning said, this is the most important part of the Torah. I fully agree. I wrote that to you in my comments on your drash. I fully agree. Everything we do is connected because God took us out of Egypt to be God's people and to bring us to the land of Israel. Those of us who do not live in Israel still have a vote, and I urge you with all of my heart to take part in this election. As I said, every Jew 18 and older who has not voted in the last Knesset election, because you've already had your vote if you have, should sign up and vote on Thursday the 5th. Come out, come early. Make sure your vote, your voice is heard, and I urge you to look at Slate 4. You can read the slates online to say, I care about all Jews, I care about Zionism, I care about Israeli pluralism, I care about Israeli democracy. And if you have any questions, I am happy to talk after Tefillot. Rav Sean, who's going to stand up for a minute. All right, not a minute, a moment, is the director of Merkaz Canada and can also answer any questions you have about this election. Ve'erastich li le'olam. We should betroth ourselves to God forever. We should take action. We should stand up and do what it means, what is needed in order that those words not be merely words. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.